Hello everyone, welcome to Kadambari Solution and I'm Sneha Harish. So today what is the topic which I'm going to talk about? It's all about the astrological retrogression of planets which is happening this month. This month is a very important month because there are three planets who are retrograding in the same month, which happens very rarely if you see. Saturn is retrograding on 11th of May. 13th of May, Venus is retrograding. 9th of May, Jupiter is retrograding. And there would be a change of Sun moving from Aries to Vrishab Rashi on the 14th of May. So there is lot of retrogression happening, lot of changes happening with planets this month. So this month is a very important month for all of us to decide a lot of things. Okay. Now we all know, before I go into Saturn retrogression, I would like to talk about a little bit on Rahu and Ketu's placement. As we all know that Rahu is sitting in his Mithun Rashi in Uttara Nakshatra and Ketu is in Mula Nakshatra. And why I'm talking about Rahu Ketu here is because they are majorly connected to the pandemic which is happening around us. Now, that is one side where, yes, Adra Nakshatra Rahu is the major effect of our pandemic which is going around, which is making us dropping tears basically. And we all saw the change of Saturn, which happened in January, and after that, the change in the whole global economy or global market has completely changed. Okay, now coming back for today's topic, what is Saturn retrogression going to affect us individually and how it's going to affect us globally? These are two major things which we need to look at. Now, Saturn is retrograding in the sign of Capricorn in Uttarashada Nakshatra. Okay. Now, Uttarashada Nakshatra is a very strong nakshatra. It's a very powerful nakshatra, if you say, and a very positive nakshatra. So that is a very good sign. Now, when any planet retrogrades, it basically slows down his movements. Now, Saturn is retrograding in Capricorn. Now, what is Capricorn all about? Capricorn is a tough master. It makes you more independent. It shows you the righteousness. So basically, Saturn is retrograding in that. So this is a time for introspection. It is a time for looking at your structures in your house, in your offices, or the way you have structured your finances, or to revamp your whole processes. This is a time when all of you need to look inwards and not outwards. This time from May 11th to 2020 September, Saturn is retrograding, and Saturn is going to teach us in a very, very tough way, but a very beautiful lesson to restructure ourselves, to look into lot of aspect of making things much better in our life. Okay. Now, when it comes to changes in big organization or things around you, so what is going to happen is there is going to be a lot of structural changes. Capricorn is a sign which talks about big structures, big monuments. So it's going to be giving you a lot of structural changes, in your hierarchy, in governments, in offices, even at your home. If you see, with this lockdown and slowly the effects started changing, the structure of the house has completely changed. The things have come to a situation where everybody is taking a different responsibility in your house. So it starts from the grassroots level. So there is going to be a lot of more structural changes. So you need to plan yourself much in advance or relook into your things, that how you're going to fit into the structural changes which is happening. Okay. Now, Capricorn is also a sign of independence. Capricorn will also give you a lot of independent view, independent thinking. So people who have been contemplating on how I am going to do something independently, this is a very good opportunity or the period where you will start doing things independently. Let it be your home front or your office front, or you are even thinking of a business. So this is the time when you need to put this first stone of being independent. Now, the best part of Uttarashada Nakshatra is when Saturn is actually moving. What this nakshatra gives. This nakshatra has got a lot of beautiful attributes of different nakshatras. It is a nakshatra where it takes you very intensely and very deeply, and tries to give you a complete victory over evil, I would say. It's a nakshatra of Lord Ganesha. It removes your obstacles. So all the research and all this work of staying home and working towards the pandemic, it's all going to be very fruitful. It's all going to be seen very soon. It's going to show us a light. So it is also a nakshatra where it also gives you an insight on researches. So maybe let the research be on a government front of for the vaccines, or it can be a research for yourself inside your mind, inside your heart, or it could be a research around a new topic if you're studying, or if you're planning to study, or it could be a new venture in your offices. So this is going to be giving you a lot of insight. Okay. Now, when it comes to governments are going to be looking at things differently. The structures are going to change. The dependency of countries to country will also start changing. The way you look at things will completely take a new turn. Okay. Now, basically, when you see a lot of individuals are going to go through a lot of transformations. Now, what kind of transformation I'm talking about is when Saturn entered into Capricorn. Capricorn is Saturn's own house. It's a tough master. It will not give you a way very easily. But the transformation which it makes you go through is a very beautiful transformation. It's a tough way ahead, but if you handle it, or if you deal it very smoothly or very smartly, you're going to learn a lot of things with this transformation. And when Saturn is retrograded, it's in a slower speed, so it will obviously teach you things in a much smoother way. So try looking into yourself and start looking about changes, or it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You start moving or putting your puzzles in the correct place. You have to be smart enough to move the puzzle in a correct place, that it helps you in gathering yourself. So this period of Saturn retrogression is a very, very important period in all of our lives. In generally for governments, in generally for big organizations, in generally it's going to be a lot of changes which is going to happen. So we have to be smart enough to introspect the changes which needs to be useful to us. On an individual basis, whatever hard work you're putting in, it cannot be immediately seen. Yeah, Saturn will give you in due course. So start doing your groundwork in this time of retrogression. You will see the fruits very soon. So overall, the Saturn retrogression is not going to be bad if we approach it in the correct way. And also, when it comes to governments, or when it comes to structural changes, we need to adapt with those structural changes. The researchers with the going pandemic is going to give a very positive result in fighting or getting the vaccines with this, because Uttarashada Nakshatra is a very, very beautiful nakshatra which actually helps everyone to win over the evil. So we are all in that path, and it is going to give all of us a very good outcome. It's very important. However the changes happen, it's all in your hands how you approach the change. Any planet can move in any direction, but it is very important how you approach it, how you approach astrological changes, how you look at that change. One more thing, this is a generic view or a generic outlay of the retrogression which I'm talking about. It could be different for different lagna people, where your Saturn is moving or retrograding, where your houses are falling. For that, you need to go back to your astrologer or contact them and look into it, how it's going to affect you on a daily basis, and how positive and how negative, and you can take precautions for that. Okay, and if you really like my videos, go and subscribe my YouTube channel, press a like button, and also await for more videos, because I would be coming up with retrogression of Venus, retrogression of Jupiter in this month, and how it's going to affect the overall global market, or in your life also individually, and what you need to take care of it. Saturn, remember one thing, the retrogression happening, make sure that you do lot of good things. Don't hurt people under you, or low people who work for daily wages. Make sure that you help by giving them food. These are the way you keep your Saturn in a very positive manner, and I'm sure that you will like this video and keep watching this space. Signing off for now. Thank you very much.